people people never talk about this. So I'm gonna just throw this out there. Colorism never ended. It never stopped. There's still light skinned people that don't like dark skinned black people. There's still dark skinned black people that don't like light skinned black people. Like, there are white women that won't talk to me because of my skin tone, because of my complexion. They equate that with not being black enough, me being light skinned. And they'll go for a darker complected black person. Real shit. There are people who plot against me, scheme against me because I'm light skinned. Something as simple as that, because most people will assume, oh, they don't like you because you a blood or you in a gang, or they always lean towards that when I don't hang out with my gang banging friends. I haven't in years. Most of them locked up for the most part. So that ain't it. So how do you explain that? If I'm not hanging with my gang banging friends, with my dope dealing friends, with none of the negative influences, and I still have negativity being thrown at me every single day, that's what it is. People are jealous of how I look. They jealous of how I operate. They jealous of my vibe. They jealous of the fact that people like me more than them, and they feel like it shouldn't be that way. Simple stuff. Like I'm saying, I got relatives in my family who are like, you know, you know, the types that will like brighten pictures, lighten the picture up, make themselves look light skinned, because they not. So it's like, it's a real thing. My mama told me that at a very early age. Like, it's gonna be a lot of dark skinned people that don't like you and try to beef with you, try to fight. And she was right. Out of all the things she say, that's the one that sticks out the most, because it ended up being true. Even dark skinned teachers that'll give me suspensions and give me detentions, and it's like, it seems like they singling you out, they targeting you. So it's like, it's not in your imagination. There are just people who ignore stuff and disregard stuff. Usually those people are the people that's doing it, who's saying, oh, you just act like everybody against you, and it's not really like it is like that. I've been light skinned all my life. I know it's like that, and it's a real thing that people care about in my family. We had a cousin, he killed himself because he wasn't light skinned. And people, if I tell somebody that, they'll be like, yeah, I'm sure it was deeper than that why he killed himself. How the fuck you go act like you know my cousin better than me? Like, nah, it wasn't deeper than that. He felt like an outsider in a family full of light skinned people. But even after his death, do y'all think that was addressed? The whole light skin thing? No, it wasn't. Just brushing under the rug, just like everything else. So I'm in a family full of people that are not problem solvers. If anything, they add fuel to the fire. So that shit's just fucked up to me. That people can be jealous of me just because I'm light skinned, just because I look good, just because they feel like I don't have any real responsibilities when that's not true. So it's just like, when you don't sit down with somebody and have a real conversation with them, you just going off of gossip and rumors and shit. That's fucked up when it's like, oh, this is your uncle, this is your first cousin, this is your nephew, and you don't know them. So really, they just like any stranger on the street, because you don't want to really get to know them. You just want to go off of what you think you know, when what you think you know is far from the truth.